ॐ ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
ईश्वरो
ईश्वरो
गुरुरात्मेति
गुरुरात्मेति
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
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 व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
व्योमव्याप्तदेहाय
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
दक्षिणामूर्तये
दक्षिणामूर्तये
नमः।
नमः।
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
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 शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
वन्दे
वन्दे
गुरुपरम्पराम्।
गुरुपरम्पराम्।
ॐ सहना भवतु।
ॐ सहना भवतु।
सहनौ भुनक्तु।
सहनौ भुनक्तु।
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै।
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ शान्ति
शान्ति
शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं।
ॐ
पार्थाय
पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन
स्वयं
स्वयम्
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
व्यासेन
व्यासेन
ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
भगवती
भगवते
अष्टादशाध्यायिनी
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्।
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि
मनुसन्तदामि
भगवद्गीते
भगवद्वेषिणी
भवद्वेषिणीम्।
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः।
यं ब्रह्मा
ब्रह्मा
वरुणेन्द्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति
वरुणेन्द्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति
दिव्यैस्तवैः।
वेदैः साङ्गपदोक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः।
वेदैस्साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति
गायन्ति यं
सामगाः।
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः
ध्यानावस्थितगतेन मनसा
ध्यानावस्थितगतेन मनसा
पश्यन्ति
पश्यन्त्येनं
योगिनः
योगिनः
यस्यान्तन्न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः।
यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणा
विदुषुरासुरगण
देवाय
देवाय
तस्मै
तस्मै
नमः।
नमः।
16th chapter, 4th verse. दम्भो दर्पोऽतिमानश्च
दम्भो
दर्पोऽतिमानश्च
दर्पोऽतिमानश्च
क्रोधः पारुष्यमेव च
क्रोधः
पारुष्यमेव
पारुष्यमेव च
च
अज्ञानं चाभिजातस्य
अज्ञानं च
अज्ञानञ्चाभिजातस्य
विजातस्य
पार्थसम्पदमासुरीम्
पार्थसम्पदमासुरीं
पार्थसम्पदमासुरीं
दैवी सम्पद्विमोक्षाय
दैवी
दैवी
सम्पद्विमोक्षाय
सम्पद्विमोक्षाय
निबन्धायासुरीमता
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 माशु च सम्पदं दैवीम्
माशु च सम्पदं
सम्पदां
दैवीम्
दैवीम्
अभिजातोऽसि पाण्डव
अभिजातोऽसि पाण्डव
अभिजातोऽसि पाण्डव
द्वौ भूतसर्गो लोकेऽस्मिन्
द्वौ भूतसर्गोलोकेऽस्मिन्
लोकेऽस्मिन्
दैव आसुर एव च
दैव आसुर एव च
दैव च
दैवो विस्तरशः प्रोक्तः
दैवो विस्तरशः प्रोक्तः
आसुरं पार्थ मे शृणु
आसुरं पार्थ मे शृणु
प्रवृत्तिं च निवृत्तिं च
प्रवृत्तिं च निवृत्तिं च
जनान विदुरासुराः
जनान विदुरासुराः
न शौचं नापि चाचारः
न शौचं नाचारः
न सत्यं तेषु विद्यते
न सत्यं तेषु विद्यते
From third verse, the description of Devi Sampat is over, and from fourth onward, Bhagavan will explain the characteristics of a people who don't have a good disposition of mind. So it starts from four, and they give the name is the Asura. Many times I have called the meaning of Asura means Asushu Ramate, one who reveled to always they are satisfied the demands of our senses are called Asura. And again, one who is connected with this Asura is called Asura. The disposition of mind of such quality are called Asura. So from today, we have to start fourth verse. That's why Shankaracharya says, Atha means now topic has been changed. Atha idanim, now Asuri Sampat Uchyate. Now we can say again is a wealth which belongs to Asura. Wealth it's being said. And we have seen the rough meaning of the fourth dambha means hypocrisy, to show off. Sometime, what is the difference between dambha and darpaha? Meaning of dambha means we don't have and we show off is called dambha. And darpaha, whatever we have good something in terms of money, in terms of scholarship, and we always that pride is called darpaha. Atimanaha, we have seen the meaning is demanding respect from others. It's called atimanaha. On and off a person remains angry are called krodha. Parushya. The words parushya, actually parushata, everywhere they are using the dhita, purushaha. Purushavachanam, one who always try to put down other people by harsh word. So parushya means harsh word, rough language, to put down some. And Shankaracharya explained very well what is the meaning of parushya. Agnanam, here it is not ignorance really speaking, but agnanam means one who doesn't have proper discrimination. What to be done, what is not to be done. 6 qualities. Asuri abhijatasya asurim sampat. Who is born, abhijatasya means of this born. One who is born with this quality are called asuri sampat. Abhijataha means of born. Born, jataha means born. One who is born with this quality are called asuri sampat. So first is dambha. Shankaracharya said is a dharma dvajitvam. Really speaking, we know that dvaja means flag, and whenever we put flag, the meaning we are claiming something. So dharma dvajitvam means to claim I am very religious. But good word in the dictionary is ostentation, is called dambha, but hypocrisy. What you don't have, you show off publicly. This is called dambha. We can say Ravana never is dambi. Now Ravana is darpi, because he has all this, everything he has, but he knows how much he is scholar. But that is that people should give the respect. That quality is called darpaha. But dambaha means what you don't have, you would like to show off, I have all this quality. And particularly regarding to religiousness. Darpaha is pride. Shankaracharya says, dhana svajana adi nimitta utsekaha. Utsekaha means haughtiness, again the pride about what? Because of nimittaha, because of you may have too much wealth. The pride will come. You come from good lineage, svajan. Even your lineage or son and daughter also excelling well in their field. So they have some, my uncle is in this position. Everything is called darpaha, and adi, we can put anything. So etc. Adi means etc. So there are many things are available in which we can have some pride. I have this, I have this. So Shankaracharya has given only 2 examples. Dhana, wealth, and svajana. Even property, even scholarship. Ravana is panditaha, and he has pride for this. Even Ravana thinks I am bhakta of Lord Shiva. This is also not good. But all are called darpaha. Atimanaha is called purva uktaha. So purvaha means in previous, uktaha has been said. So again I have put that same. So atyarthaha manaha atimanaha. demanding too many respect are called atimanah, atmanah, pujyata, atishaya bhavana. This is abhava, amani. But here, atmanah, atishaya, pujyata, here this will not come. So, atmanah, pujyata, atishaya bhavana. Always give too much respect to self are called atimanah. But Shankaracharya said, Purva Uktaha, Krodhaha cha. Even Shankaracharya didn't explain the meaning of Krodha. Everybody knows. When it comes, even we don't know. It comes, it surfaces on our mind. Krodhaha. Even sometimes Krodha is good, but because of our anger, somebody we disturb another's life. That quality is bad. Otherwise, krodha, for someone's own in our family, we show off we are angry, but generally we are not angry. That anger is good to give some good idea to our children. So, krodha. But parushya evacha. So, what is the meaning of parushya? So, Shankaracharya says, parusha vachanam. Hard word. Parushaha is hard. Vachanam means words, hard words. And he has given the example. Yatha, Karnam, a person who is blind, and we call them, oh, one who can able to see, please come here. And we call them as a chakshuman, one who is blind, and if he says, oh, you Bhagavan has given beautiful eyes, it is called Parusha Vachanam. Virupam, Rupavan, one who is physical figure is Virupam, is ugly, and we says, oh, you are very handsome, you are beautiful. So it is called hard words, Hina Abhijanam, to born in some lower caste, here called Hina Abhijanam, and we say, oh, you are from very good family source. To call such words are called Parusha Vachana. This also belongs to Asuri Vritti. Agnanam cha. So what is the meaning of Agnanam? Shankaracharya says Agnanam, Aviveka Gnanam. So, proper absence of discrimination. Aviveka. Viveka means discrimination. Aviveka, who doesn't have proper discrimination. Mithya pratyaya, wrong understanding. Pratyaya, they say conception, but understanding. Mithya means wrong. One who is wrong understanding regarding what? They says kartavya, akartavya, adi vishaya, who don't have what is to be done and what is not to be done. Nowadays, I heard in Pune city, one 17 years old boy with a very expensive car. He was driving the car at 160 kilometer per hour, speeding, and he killed 2 people. And he was a drunkard. Such boy doesn't know what is to be done, what is not to be done. It is called kartavya, akartavya. While driving, we should not drink, everything. There are many people, but just I have heard the day before 2 days, he has killed 2 innocent, 2 young. One is 24 years old girl and one is only 22. These are called agnanam. What is to? It is not given by their parents. Even still parents are hiding. He says it is a very beyond, he says is less than 18 years. So he has all right to do. This type of thinking are called agnanam. Abhijatasya means who is born, O Partha, who is born with this type of quality, agnanam, then parusha vachanam, anger, darpaha, dambaha. Kim abhijatasya iti aha. What is you called as a bone? So he says asuranam sampat. The quality of this asura, demonical, asuri tam abhijatasya. What is belongs to asura are called asuri. What I have called is one suffix to be added is asura plus shan. There is one, both will called, this will called vruddhi, it becomes asu. And this here, because of some another, it becomes asuri. So it says asuri. The nature of being asura are called asuri. Tam abhijatasya iti artha. So one who is born with this quality are called asuri vritti. So what is the consequence if we have Devi Sampat, and what is the result if we have Asuri Sampat? So Shankaracharya says Anayoho Sampadoho. Both of them Anayoho Sampadoho. This both quality. Karyam Uchyate. What would be the result of both of them? So what is the result if we have Devi Sampat, and what is the result if we have Asuri Sampat? So Bhagavan has said, Devi Sampat Vimokshaya. One who is endowed with this good qualities, Devi Sampat, will give liberation, Vimokshaya. So for the purpose of liberation, Devi Sampat is good. Dibandhaya, Asuri Mata, but remain being bonded in the world are called Asuri. So Matams, Bhagavan says, according to my consideration. So Asuri Sampat is for the sake of the bondage, while Devi Sampat for the sake of the liberation. So this is both are four by one. And if our Arjuna might start thinking, no, what would be the my slow? What will the, in which type of quality I am endowed? So Bhagavan says, Ma Shuchaha. You need not to worry. Ma means need not to worry. Sampadam Devim Abhijataha Asi. Bhagavan says, Asi means Abhijataha Asi. You are born with Devim Sampad. You are born with these divine qualities, good qualities, O Pandava. So you need not to worry. So all effort, really speaking, what we have to do to cultivate good qualities, what is already inside. And if we cultivate good qualities inside, we are become a sadhan chatushtaya sampanna. And if we are endowed with this sadhan chatushtaya sampatti, naturally vimokshaha. We can liberate from this world. And liberation in terms from our thinking. It is liberation is not in terms of we are come out from this whole jagat, no. But from mentally we are totally free. So whatever effort we have to put is not for to learn Shastra plus to cultivate these good qualities. It's always Pujya Swamiji used to tell us during our course. He says, Tat Tvam Asi. This is only 3 words. You are that. You are that Ishvara. But to assimilate this one sentence, you need even one life. Is also not good enough. You may have taken many lives. Because to assimilate this, we should have 100% Devi Sampat. They say Sadhan Chatushtaya Sampatti, whatever. But Devi Sampat, Sadhan Chatushtaya, all are one and same. And Bhagavan says, Shankaracharya ji says, Bhagavan Shankaracharya, Devis Ya Devi Sampat Sa Vimokshaya. Whatever this divine quality, that for the purpose of liberation. From where? The Shankaracharya has put Sansara Bandhana, from the bondage of Sansara. And again, the meaning of Sansara means whatever available in our mind is called Sansara. Aham Tesham Ete Mama. This is called samsara, according to Shankaracharya ji. Aham tesham, I belongs to this person, and these people are me. This is my people. And because of this, my people, I can go in any extent. Whatever they are doing, even something wrong, I support. Even aham tesham, this quality in our mind is called samsara. And what is the meaning of Asuri Sampat? Nibandhaya. What is the meaning of Nibandha? Shankaracharya has given Niyataha Bandhaha Nibandhaha. Niyataha, inevitable. Even sometime which can Nishchayena Bandhaha. It's definitely it is a bond. But Niyataha means inevitable, which cannot be skipped. Niyataha Bandhaha Nibandhaha. Tadartham, for that sake, Asuri Sampat Mata. For that sake, it is called Asuri Sampat Abhipreta. This the meaning is like this. So too, Tatha Rakshasi. Cruelty are also called Asuri. So always in 9th chapter we have seen Rakshasim Asurincha. Both quality is mentioned, but here Rakshas is really speaking is cruelty. And this is Asurin. Bhagavan will define, give more explanation about Asuri. Now, what is Arjuna would be thinking that Shankaracharya has put? He says, Tatra evam ukte sati Arjunasya antargatam bhavam kim? Aham asura sampad yuktah kim va deva sampad yuktah iti evam alochana rupam alakshya aha Bhagavan. Tatra evam ukte sati. Tatra means tasmin vishaye, in that subject matter, evam ukte, what Devi Sampat Vimokshaya and Asuri Sampat Nibandhaya. So, I am in which category? Arjunasya Antargata Bhavam. The Bhavam, the feelings which is available inside the Arjuna, Kim. What would be Kim? Aham Asura Sampada Yuktaha. Should I endowed with Asuri Sampat, demonical quality, Kimva, or Deva Sampat Yuktaha, or I am endowed with this Devi Sampat, divine quality, iti. Evam alochana rupam. Must be Arjuna was comparing himself. Do I am Asuri Sampat? Do I ever? So he says alochana rupam. The Arjuna in the form of comparison is called alochana. Noticing this, Bhagavan has noticed maybe from his face or something, body language, Bhagavan aha. That's why Bhagavan has said, and he says, Ma shuchaha. You need not to worry. Shokam ma karshihi. Shokam, you should not grieve. Ma karshi, you should not grieve. Why? Sampadam Devi Abhijataha Asi. You are born with divine quality. Sampad Devim said Asi. So one sentence would be over. Or not, we can say like one comma. And Bhagavan says, abhilakshya. Having noticed and noted jataha asi, please you noted you are born with this Devi Sampad. And what is the use of this Devi Sampad? He says Bhavi Kalyanaha. Again he says Kalyanaha means it is a good in your future. So if you are interested in moksha or liberation, it will be easy for you. So good in future, illustration future. But it is good in future. In future, you can have everything what you want. Tvam asi iti artha. So you need not to worry, you are always your bhavi kalyana. Your future will be good because you are born with Sampadam Devi. So having explained this, now Bhagwan is switch over to start this Asuri Sampad. So still Bhagwan has explained, he says, Dvau Bhuta Sargo Loke Asmin Devaha Asuraha Evacha Devaha Vistarashaha Proktaha Asuram Parthameshrunu. So Bhagavan said, Asmin Loke, in this word, Dvau means two. Bhuta Sargo, two type of creation. Here Bhut, really speaking, is any being we can call as a Bhutaha, but particularly in this context, we can say is a human being. Because other animal or birds, there is no Devi Sampad or Asu Sampad. They don't have any Punya Papa. But being born as a human being, we can have Punya Papa. That's why everything, Papa, Punya, quality, good quality, bad quality, belongs to human being only. So Bhuta Sargo, general translation is the creation of beings. But here the Bhuta Sargo means there are two creation of human being. Where Asmin Loke, in this word, and what is the name of this creation of two beings? So he says, Devaha Asuraha Evacha. So one is called Devaloka, another is called Asura Loka. And really speaking, this both quality, Devi or Asuri, we need not to try to find out in others, but we should be good, honest to find out whether it is available in me only. So somebody has compared Mahabharata. He says Mahabharata is nothing but fight between Deva and Asura. So Deva is Pandava. They all have good qualities. And Asura is called Duryodhana. So whole group of Asura is called Duryodhana is called Asura group. In fighting, and who is last won the match? Devi Sampad. Same way in our mind also there is always somebody says keep on war between good and bad, because sometimes good quality it seems doesn't give good result in we think in society, and if someone has bad quality they are more famous in the world. So generally people would like to tend to absorb in bad qualities. But really speaking, the good quality, it will come in 18th chapter. Sometimes good quality cannot show result immediately, but good quality shows the result, the last. So Devaha Asuraha Evacha. And Bhagavan says, Devaha Vistarashaha Proktaha. I have explained this Devi Vistarashaha in detail. Already said. Again we can say on 10th and 2nd chapter. Then we said many times, but particularly 2nd, then 12th, then 13th, then 14. Even you check in 6th chapter also some good qualities. So these all are in different chapters. I have explained in detail, but still I didn't explain Asuram. That's why it says Asuram Partha Meshrunu. Now you please listen the quality of Asura, demonical quality, Meshrunu from me. If you remember something in Purana, there are two mothers are called Diti and there is a one mother is called Aditi. From Diti, Daityas are born, and from Aditi, Devas are born. So from Diti, Daitya, Asura. So from the beginning, and from Aditi, all the Devtas, all Rudras, all Suryas, everything are born from Aditi. So that's why Sargo from the beginning, Bhut Sargo Asmin Loke. So from beginning we can't say it's Kali Yuga. In Satyuga also these qualities are available in the mind of people. So Shankaracharya says Dvau. What is the meaning of Dvau? So Dvi Sankhya, two in numerical. There are two. Bhuta Sargo. Sargaha is the creation, Srujyate. From this, Sargaha has come. So Shankaracharya says Bhutaha, actually Bhutana, but here particularly Manushyanam. Among Bhuta, specifically for human being, Sargo means Srushti. Srushti like Nadi. So two creation are called Bhuta Sargo Srujyate. It is being created. Two Bhuta Sargo. The creation of two beings have been created in the beginning. This Sargo, iti called Sargo, which creation is called Sargo. Bhutani eva srujyamanani. These all beings indeed are being created. Srujyamanani, passive, active, perfect. Srujyamanani. And what are the name of this Dvav Sankhya? So Shankaracharya says Deva, Asura, Sampatti, Uktan. So Bhagwan says one is Deva and Asura, Sampadi Uktani. This is called Dvav Bhuta Sargo iti Uchyate. There are being said there are two type of creation. And from beginning, everybody, all Asura needs the throne of Indra. They would like to become a good, but without doing anything. Same way, there are the people nowadays, crash course, no? You can teach me for 1 month, I can become a liberated. Cannot possible. But then people think like that. So here, Shankaracharya is mentioned, Dvayaha ha prajapatyaha devaha cha asuraha cha. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad 131. Prajapati, that's why I have written Prajapati is the Brahmaji. Prajanam Pati. So this Prajapati, Dvayaha, he have two wives. One is called Diti and another is called Aditi. From Diti, all Daityas are born, and from Aditi. So from there only, comparison, jealousy have started. This jealousy is called Asur Sampad, nothing else. So Devaha. So Prajapatyaha means belongs to Prajapati. If you remember, Prajapati, because we are also doing Chandogya. So Prajapati first they have born Manasaputraha is Sanat Kumaraha. 4. Sanat, Sanandan, Sukumar, all are Sanat Kumaraha, but they say we are not interested in any type of creation. So they live a life of celibacy. They remain as a age of 5 and they are interested only in spirituality. They are become Sanat Kumara. Then Naradji is also, Prajapati has tried Narada. Narad is also called Manas Santan of Brahmaji. Prajapati is equal to Brahmaji. But they are also not interested. And after that, Prajapati has 2 wives, Diti, and then they say even Manu Shatrupa are born, and from that whole lineage has been started. But this Diti and Aditi, from Diti is a Daitya, and from Aditi is a Deva. So Dvayaha Prajapatyaha Devaha cha Asuraha cha. Iti Shrutehe means it is given in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Loke means asmin, lokesmin means sansare, in this word, iti artha. Sarvesham dve vidya upapatti. Everywhere if you check, we have 2 type of mind, some good and some bad. Even we generally, we have both quality, good and bad. But we have good quality more, maybe more than 60%. And this is, but in Asura, there are 100%, 90% bad quality. If we are 100% good quality, we have become Devta. But we are not Devta, so we are mixture. Kauto Bhuta Sargo, what are that? Both creation of human being, Uchyete. This is being said, Prakruto eva, by nature only. Prakruto means by nature. Devaha, here they always saw Asura as 2, horns. It's not like that. There are big teeth. No. One who is by nature who are inimical. All one by nature who are cruel are called Asuraha. And Devaha means by nature who are helpful to others are called Devaha. So Bhagavan is repeated, no? Asura evacha desha. So Shankaracharya says, Uktayoho evaha punaha anuvade prayojana. Whatever Bhagavan has said is anuvada, means again his repetition. There are 2 type of creation, and what is the mind behind that? Why Bhagavan has given 2 types repeatedly, Deva Asura, Punaha repetition. What is the meaning after that? Bhagavan said, Shankaracharya says, Devaha Bhuta Sargaha. There are the one creation of human being are called Devaha. It starts from Abhayam Sattva Sanshuddhihi, that we have seen from 1st to 3 verse. Ityadina Vistarashaha Vistara Prakarehi Proktaha Kathitaha. He says it starts from Abhayam, 26 quality have been said beautifully from 1 to 3 verses. So it says Vistarshaha, not here only, many in 13, Amanitoma Dhammi, Vistaraha, in very profound manner in Bhagavan is Proktaha, means Kathitaha, is explained. But Natu Asuraha Vistarshaha. But Bhagavan has not explained this demonical quality in the detail. So Ataha, for that reason, Tat Parivarjanartham Asuram Partha me means Mama Vachanat Uchyamanam Vistarashaha Shrunu Avadharaya. Then what is the purpose to explain Asuri Sampat? So Shankaracharya explained, if we know, then Tat Parivarjanartham, then we can give up, we can avoid. Parivarjanatham means in order to give up Asuram, because asura is always sitting in the mind. If somebody is excelling in their field and we have some burning sensation inside, then we should understand there is a jealousy and we should parivarjana, we can avoid it. If we can have some anger for someone else inside, even we never show outward, but still parivarjanartha. So whatever inside we know, then if we know that this is a asuri sampat, then parivarjanartham asura sampat vistarashaha, Bhagavan has said, Mama vachanat uchyamanam, whatever being said from my words, shrunu, avadharaya means may you listen with total focus, vistarashaha in detail. So until Bhagavan is explained this is Deva Asura, but really now from next verse Bhagavan has explained. This is from 7th verse. So now Shankaracharya says, A Adhyaya Parisamapte. Unto the end of this chapter, Asuri Sampat Prani Visheshanattvena Pradarsyate. So, up to the end of this chapter, the Asuri Sampat, the demonical quality, Pradarsyate, it will explain, it will be shown, is shown. Prani Visheshanatvena, one by one, the quality, the specification of the beings. And why Bhagavan has called Pratyakshi Karanena. If you can directly perceive, oh, this is this, then Pratyakshi Karanena cha shakyate asyaha parivarjanam kartum iti. So Pratyakshi Karanena means directly perceive, then shakyate, it can be possible, asyaha asura sampadyaha parivarjan kartum, to avoid this asurism. We should know, no? Otherwise we can always justify our jealousy also. There are the people, they are justify their anger also. People are there, they are justify, there are some dvesha for others, they justify. But if we know this is not good quality, then we can avoid it. So it is from, I think, I have given here. No. But from 7th verse up to it starts from 7th up to the 19th. So from 7th to 19th, all Asuri qualities, Bhagavan will explain. It starts from 7th up to 19th, 1/9. We starts from 7th. So Shankar Bhagavan says, Pravrittincha nivrittincha janaha na vidurasuraha na shaucham na apicha acharaha na satyam teshu vidyate. So Bhagavan says, if we do asuraha janaha na viduhu, the main sentence, asuraha janaha, this demonical quality people, na viduhu, they don't know. What they don't know? Pravrittincha, nivrittincha. Pravrittim, it is not like there are two type of lifestyle here. But here the meaning of pravritti means what is the proper pursuit, in which pursuit from which we have to withdraw. So this is called nivritti. So these people who has this inimical mind, is this demonical mind, they don't know proper pursuit, what is to be done properly, and from where we can withdraw, they don't know. So first quality means what is to be pursued, they don't know. And what is from what we have to come back, they don't know. This is the first. Second, he says, na shaucham. They don't know what is the cleanliness. Cleanliness at both levels. Even they don't know externally, but particularly Shankaracharya will mention internally. Because internally, when we say all are impurities, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsaraha, all are called internal impurities. And these people have in excess quantity. That's why Nashoja. They don't have inner cleanliness. Na api cha achara. They don't know what is a good conduct. How to behave with others, they don't know. They have too much pride, no? That's why Daksha, when he became a Prajapati, Daksha, they have given the degree, then he starts thinking I am something. And even when Lord Shankara was sitting inside that assembly, he even didn't give the respect. Sana Achara. They don't know how to proper conduct, how to perform a good karma. They don't know. But Acharaha means good conduct. That's why Ravanaha is considered as a asura, because he doesn't know others' wife. We should not kidnap. It is called it's bad conduct. There are many. And na satyam teshu vidyate. There is no any type of truthfulness. They never accept, I have told like this. Whatever comes in their mind, they keep on telling, nothing else. Teshu means asureshu satyam na vidyate. They have never truthful to their sentence also. First, we can say first one is pravrittim. What is the meaning of pravritti? He says, pravartanam yasmin purushartha sadhane kartavye is equal to pravritti. It is called pravritti. Pravartanam. One should know in which purushartha sadhana, by which means. Purushartha means what we are sought. It is to be done only in which is called pravritti. If you pursue for that, pursuing, pravartanam means pursuing what is to be done with regards to purushartha sadhana. This is called vishaya saptami. With reference to the means of the purushartha, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, and these all are kartavya to be done. One who pursuing are called pravritti. So that's why it is pravritti means proper pursuit, what is to be done properly. Pravritti, it is called pravritti. Opposite, nivrittincha, is said tad viparitam. Opposite of pravritti is called nivritti. Yasmart anartha hetoho nivartitavyam sa nivritti. Because of the opposite, and it is the cause of the use, anartha, which is very harmful. It should be nivartita tavyam. Whenever tavya pratyaya comes, suffix come, it is to be done. So nivarti means it should be withdrawn from the anartha hetoh, the cause of this harmfulness. This is called nivritti. Tad vipritet. But this is nivarti tattvam. Why Bhagavan has shown this? That's why Shankaracharya has written nivartitavya. If we know this is the anartha hetoho, then it should be withdrawn. For that purpose, sa nivritti. That's why Bhagavan is And tamcha, this pravrutti and nivrutti, janaha, people, asuraha, given to these demonical qualities, na viduhu, na jananti. From where we should I withdraw, from where I should pursue. One who they don't know are called asura jana. And now, na shaucham, that we will see tomorrow. Any question? No question?
So many in the
Hmm?
beginning, I think Shankaracharya, in the commentary of Gita, he says pravritti, nivritti as lifestyle, right? Two
Yeah,
lifestyles.
that's why here not lifestyle.
Karma yoga is a pravritti lifestyle, and
It's sannyasa.
Sankhya yoga, sannyasa is the.
So in third chapter, um, dvo vibho lokesmin,
Yeah.
yeah,
Lokesmin
Devita
dvida.
Shapura Prokta Mayanaka, that one is totally different. Here this is different, pravrutti. But they don't know what is to be done, what is not to be done. Where we should I pursue, where should I not pursue, that is called pravrutti nivrutti here for these people.
And also, Swaminiji, I was thinking when this chapter is going on, I think all of us think whether I have demonic qualities or Daivi Sampati,
Same.
So I was thinking it is not just Arjuna. I think everybody who's reading the chapter will think the same thing. How much I have this, how much I have that,
Yeah.
And so when you read that, you say Krishna is telling me that don't worry, you have a lot of Daivi Sampati,
Yeah. So we have some assurance like Arjuna also. No? We know we have good quality. Otherwise, we never listen this Gita. Otherwise, people can go as a party at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. No, at your place. It is a party time.
Yes.
But we have Devi.
Yes.
This is very nice. We are blessed. Really, we are blessed. Even this Kestananji.
Absolutely, Swamiji.
This Kestananji is blessed. Remote area, remote country is sitting and still is interested in this Gita.
Gita is just a marvelous treasure it is, yeah.
Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Hari Om.